So, we screwed up. I mean, we really screwed up. We're trying like hell to get out to the Bay Area, to the West Coast, to celebrate the holidays with family, but because of a series of rather unfortunate events, I don't know how we're gonna make it. Hi, I'm Rick. Welcome back to the journey. Yeah, we live inside of a 30-foot converted school bus, and as we drive around the country, well, sometimes we park in really nice places. Sometimes we park in this. So where are we exactly? Well, we're somewhere in Texas. This doesn't have a name. It's exit 17 off of US 10. It's a Valero station. That's pretty much all I got to tell you.
242 exciting Texas miles, so we're still in Texas. It's gonna take forever.
So this fine parking lot we're in has a saloon up there of all places. Don't you really want a saloon next to your gas station rest stop? I'm uncomfortable here. I will wait for her to stop coughing. You okay?
Fine.
You're fine. I have concerns about parking in places like this. I'm one of those worrywarts. I like a big giant sign out front saying, you are allowed to stay here. Because I don't want the knock on the door when the cops go, you're not allowed to stay here.
I'm excited to be at this truck stop.
Yeah, me too. I love it here.
Driving through Texas for 5 years.
No kidding.
It's never ending.
And by the way, we get to drive more. Are we even out of Texas tomorrow? It probably is. We're never getting out of Texas. Save us. Well,
there is no sign that says we could stay, but we are allowed to stay because I can see trucks, I can see RVs, I can see a Skoolie.
If we get the knock on the door, which we won't, well, we'll just tell them we'd love to leave Texas, but you won't let us. I don't want to be in Texas anymore. But I do want to go to the redneck conservative saloon in there. I'm going to bring a camera. I got to see what it's like.
I'm not going with you because you can hear my accent.
Yeah, they're going to go, hey, what kind of Mexican are you? Then the whole fight will start.
Bueno, you go on to your own, just be back.
So, this is us tonight. Wish us luck. Okay, Nikki really did decline to go to the saloon up here, but I gotta know. I gotta know. Mexico welcomes us. We gotta do a happy dance. So yes, we are in New Mexico. We are finally out of Texas. Now, I got nothing against Texas. All you Texans, you have a lovely state. But why does it have to be so damn big? Do you know how long it takes to go from, well, that side to that side? Well, it took about 5 years. Now, we are actually staying here for 2 days. And I know, if we're in such a damn hurry, why are we staying here 2 days instead of continuing on the road? More on that in a second, because right now, I got a little problem. Somewhere deep in Texas, I plugged this thing into, well, shore power, and it promptly welded the plug right to this thing. Yeah, bad news. So hopefully the new one I got can replace it. You know how hard it is to find replacement parts on the road? Anyway, give me a second. I'll explain the whole 2-day thing. The moment of truth. And I'm frankly a little afraid. It's not working. Why aren't you working? Tell me you're going to work. Oh, there it goes. Oh, thank you for the slow refresh. 1.8 kilowatts. Now, let's just make sure it doesn't catch on fire. Let me talk to you about that thing I was going to talk to you about before. While we're waiting for the flames. Very, very sticky hands because of all the silicone. I truly hate patching things, but because of the way I built the butt. Anyway, you don't really care about that. You care about why are we spending 2 nights here when we're trying to get out to see family? Well, the thing is, you can just drive all you want and you're just going to get to a destination. But if you don't experience what's happening between here and your destination, well, you're going nowhere. So Nikki and I kind of decided that we're going to take a couple days here and there and we're going to enjoy ourselves. And if we get to the family destination late, well, we get to the family destination late. They'll still be there. We can still celebrate the holidays. It just may not be on a predetermined day, but we are still going to try. But that's why we are spending 2 days here, which is why we're about to go hiking. Need to go into sport mode. That's better. So, this is Elephant Butte Lake. It's a campground just outside of Truth or Consequences, New Mexico. And yep, that's the real name of the town. When we started getting into western West Texas and here into New Mexico, you start seeing the landscape change. Now, I had never been in the American Southwest before last year, and I had this epiphany, this sudden joy of how much I loved the desert. Now, this is more traditional desert, lots and lots of sand. But all of a sudden in the distance, you can start seeing the mesas. You can start seeing what the West is really going to be like. And so while the hiking here today is a little, well, anticlimactic, it's still a lovely day. It's still just beautiful desolation. Beats the hell out of driving, now doesn't it? Now, I do want to take a moment here, not just to catch my breath, although that is a big consideration, but the bit I did earlier in this video when I went to that saloon in Texas, I feel like I need to explain it a little bit. I know I was making fun of them, maybe just a little bit, and I don't like to make fun of people. The world today, our new normal, is one of extremes. Nobody can live in the middle anymore, and that place was covered with MAGA memorabilia. You know, the Brandon stickers, the I hate Hillary, I hate Biden, I hate everyone. It's all become this cult of personality. Now, I really don't care what somebody's political affiliations are, or what they believe, or what they want from the world. That's perfectly fine. That's what makes us all go around. But what I saw yesterday was, it went far beyond that. The entire world has become so polarized that the only thing we can do is hate. We can't love, we can't build, because you can't have something unless you take something away from someone else, and that was the entirety of that saloon, and it bothered me. I do not want to live in a polarized world. How you can get lost in the middle of flat desert where you can see everything. I think I need to be up there somewhere. Then again, it might be up there. Then again, it's amazing I can actually drive across the country. I'm going to try that one first. And yes, I know the beauty of the desert comes with rattlesnakes. That is why I am staying away from all of these little holes, which is nearly impossible to do. I need to get back on the real road. This may not have been a good idea. That's a road. Question is it the right road? It's going in the wrong direction. Oh well, beats walking through rattlesnakes. Okay, this feels vaguely correct. Yes, there it is, right up there. Right in there somewhere. Salvation, I think that's us. Oh, bus, I missed you. I missed you. Hey baby, guess what? I got lost. Welcome to Picacho Peak. Yeah, I know that's not the way you pronounce it. I asked the ranger. It's, what is it? Picacho. It is Picacho. But we've been saying Pikachu for the past week and a half, and well, it sticks. Anyway, you gotta see this place. Yeah, he's tall. We're just out here saying hello to the saguaros. How frickin' tall do you think he is? Full of dangerous things. Ah! Ah! Yeah. Oh! Ow! Poor choice. More wee woos. Poor choice of footwear. So boys and girls, don't be like Rick. Ow. Oh, there's still something in there. It's not dancing. You can just see us right there, and what you can't see over there as well, that would be Interstate 10. I guess we're not having a completely peaceful night tonight. Okay, now here's the thing. We wanted to take you for a hike. You wanted to go way up into the top of the peak, but we got here late. We don't relish the idea of all of us walking down after dark. That seems foolish. So we'll figure out something else. We're gonna wander around a little bit, but maybe you guys could come over for dinner later on tonight. Yeah, we'll make you something good.
Go ahead and you do that.
Okay, rule number 212 of bus life. See behind me? When somebody's cooking in the kitchen, the other person stays out of the way. And Nikki is making stuffed jalapenos and some kind of yellow rice. I'm just going to be good, and I'm going to hide back here and not get in the way. Now I am actually going to get out of her way, because when you live in a bus, space is kind of tight. And if I keep bumping into her, I probably am not going to get fed. Ow. I butchered this fine plate with a salsa and sour cream. Yummy, 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 yummy. They're really good. These have serious heat. I like it. It's not the kind of heat that attacks you. It's the kind of heat that waits around the corner and then bashes you over the head. I love those peppers. Yes, mate. When the cold winter months hit, those who live in the northern latitudes, up in Iowa, Idaho, even Canada, they find themselves struggling for survival. They find themselves with a decision. Do they continue to buckle down and hunker under the snow and ice and hope that the sun arises one day? Or do they head south? For most of them, the migration begins. First, there's one or two of them, and then they're leaving and driving south in droves. And where do they point themselves? Well, the migration ends here in Quartzsite, Arizona. Now, why would folks come out here into the middle of the desert with scrub and, well, not much else? Well, mostly because you can park here for free. That requires a bit of an explanation. We are on BLM land, a Bureau of Land Management, the federal government. They will allow you to stay out here for free. They only have two stipulations. One, that you can't be here more than 14 days. Then you got to pack up and go somewhere else, maybe another BLM spot. We're only here one night. Works out for us. The other thing is, you gotta be self-contained. You gotta have your own electricity, water, waste. What you bring in, you gotta pack out. They don't supply anything but barren, relatively flat, and dry land. Well, we're good there too. That's why we picked Quartzsite. Now, we're only here for one night. Sadly, it's December 22nd. Christmas is on. Well, you know when Christmas is on. We only got a few days left to get to Northern California. So frankly, we're gonna be scrambling. By the time we get to the final stop, which is the one you're waiting for, we will be in California. So in the meantime, let's just sort of roll a non-location specific travel montage for you to enjoy. Roll the video. Okay, there are a couple things that I did not know about the Mojave Desert. One is that it rains. And the other thing is that 63 miles from anything, you can find a Dairy Queen and a strawberry sundae. Welcome to Jalama Beach, California. We have had 2 long days of hard-ass driving to get here because we wanted to spend one extra day, because this is the crown jewel of the trip. I mean, after seeing the family, of course. And we got lots and lots of updates for you, but it's a little late. My feet are about to get a little wet. So let us settle in, regroup, set up the bus, and we'll catch you up on everything. Yeah, it's sort of like Jenga, only with fire. And no, I have no idea what I'm doing. If this works, it will be a Christmas miracle. Okay, Jalama Beach. We were here last year, absolutely loved it. It's a hard place to get to. It's maybe an hour north of Los Angeles, and it's in the middle of nothing. You'll see tomorrow. There is absolutely nothing out there. It takes 14 miles of up and down and round and really difficult roads to get here. But once you're here, it is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, and absolutely quiet. You know, except for the barking dogs and my generator. But other than that, it's a really nice place. Good morning. You have got questions. How, what, where, when, and hamburgers. Yes, hamburgers. I know that's a question of yours, and it will be explained shortly. Trust me, you're going to enjoy that part. But first, do you see what's behind me, or more importantly, do you hear what's behind me? That woke us up about 4 in the morning. There was a giant surf warning. These things were about 7 feet above normal, and it sounded like an earthquake without the shaking, if you could have an earthquake without the shaking. Late breaking news, slightly into the future. Rick here. I just found out what all the noise was. I was just talking with a fisherman over there, and he told me that it wasn't an earthquake, and it wasn't the surf. It was a rocket launch. So you know the earthquake that we had last night? I found out what it was.
What was it?
They launched a Starlink rocket right next to us last night.
And we missed it?
And not only that, they landed the first stage. That was the second noise that we heard.
Oh.
So we missed a rocket launch and a rocket landing.
And that's our life. We just keep missing those and missing fiestas and festivals.
Apparently, just behind me, way over there, they shoot off SpaceX rockets, and one went off about 5 in the morning. And not only did it go up with a loud boom, bang, bang, the first stage came down and landed right here. Sometimes they land them out on a barge. They landed last night's there, and we heard them both. Did we get to see them? Hell no. But the big question is, will we make it in time to spend the holidays with family? After all, that's the premise of this video, isn't it? Spoiler alert. It's not. Well, that answer is a big no. And I know this because today is Christmas Eve. I know it doesn't look like it, but yep. This is the day Santa gets ready to fly to all the little boys and girls and deliver gifts, and I am not where the family is. But it's okay. I need some time to myself. I've been struggling, really struggling with something over the past few months, and I really want to share it with you, but before we get into that, we need to talk about that hamburger. So when you come to Jalama Beach, you must have a Jalama Beach burger. Nikki tells me, and she starts rumors, you know how she is, that McDonald's actually stole the recipe for Big Mac from a Jalama Beach burger. It's good. You're going to enjoy this. This thing is bigger than my head. There's no way. I have been on a quest for years to find the perfect hamburger. I thought I found it once in a French restaurant, but no, this one's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Top 10. Definitely top 10. For a long time now, I've really had to make a decision about my life. And up until recently, it's been pretty easy to kind of ignore because things weren't pressuring me. Things weren't on the cusp of not having a decision to be made and having it made for me. Now, a lot of this is going to be shared with you early next year because I think I'm close to making a decision. And I know I'm being very cryptic right now. I sat out here last night just looking at the waves and pondering it all. I think I have a solution. You see, my biggest problem is I'm basically broke. I'm out of money, and I have to figure out how to survive. I can't just keep living in a bus going from place to place unless you got some sort of income. And that's been a real struggle for me. Okay, that's a lot of heavy stuff, and I'm going to put that off until the new year because I'm going to enjoy the beach. Christmas dinner is going to be to the sounds of surf, and in a few days we'll go up and hang around with family. Maybe by then I'll have a little bit more to share with you. Thanks for watching.